Dale, it looked kind of bleak there for a while, but you finally got to the freshman pitcher, and some big hits today by Kerry Jordan, and then Becca seemed to get a little bit better towards the end, and you were able to pull this one out.
Yeah, it's my hat's off to River Valley. They came ready to play and the ball and play hard against us early, and they made that one mistake, uncharacteristic mistake. Kayla's usually lights out solid at first base and just took her eye off it, I think, a little bit early, and that gave them, and then they got that 2-run double after that and gave them a couple. But yeah, and I didn't think Becca was as explosive as she sometimes is, and I'm not sure why sometimes that just seems to happen. And all credit to River Valley, though. She might have been a mile or 2 hours slower than she sometimes is, and they got on top of the ball and really whacked it around pretty good for a while. And that's a little disconcerting, but
yeah.
At the same time, give our kids a lot of credit for battling back, and Kerry especially, among others, certainly. Kerry, I remember, had 2 big ones. I think the extra base hit to take us from 4-1 to 4-3, and then you're back in it and have a chance, and then to break the 5-5 tie late. I think that was a 2-out hit, if I remember right. And solid base hit, got up on top of the ball. The infield's kind of hard, and if you just kind of get enough of it and don't hit it right at somebody, has a real chance to go through. And credit to her. Here's a kid that 2.5 weeks ago wasn't playing, and thank God to the parents, because there was some discussion going into the season that she just may take it off and not play. And we kind of talked and let them know we have a pretty good team. We have a chance to make it. Can we maybe think about coming out late and trying to play in May tournament time, and help us in a little bit. And thank goodness.
Can we bow her in run scoring situations and use her bat maybe once or twice a week? That's all we're asking.
So and she got off to a tough start when she first came. We were being very careful with her and playing about half the game, and I think she started the year 0 for 11. But she hasn't been 0 for 11 lately.
No, she hasn't.
And she came certainly, it's a tough kid that has a good head on her shoulders. Her parents do a good job with her, and we're very happy to have her in there. And we moved her up to the number 5 spot we just thought we needed another hitter a little higher in the lineup without Ellie up there. We just didn't want to gamble on Ellie, although she had pretty good swings for us. But it's asking a lot of a kid from 32 stitches to bat lead off and do what she did. And I'm not sure we win this game if she doesn't go out there too. And I'm certainly proud of her, and you have to question maybe doing it, but the family was on board, and she was on board, so we had it. As you saw on the radio, I had given you probably a different lineup, and we were going to watch her in warm-ups, and we were not going to go that direction, but she surprised me by how well she moved in warm-ups. And at 80%, I thought, well, heck, if we can put everybody back in their basic positions, 80% of her is going to make our team better, just because we can keep everybody else the same instead of having to shift everybody around.
I'm not sure what happened between the street and the backstop here, but once she got inside the fence, she was leaning on somebody walking in here, Dale, and then she gets out there, and I saw her take an infield. I'm going, she doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, she's a pretty tough kid. She loves her softball, likes her sports, and hats off to her for going out there. And I believe she got through without popping any stitches. So that's a good thing. And Eric Katzenberger does a nice job doctoring her up and getting her ready to play for us. So.
No doubt about it. And of course now you get a weekend to maybe heal a little bit, and and that doesn't hurt either.
You see Katie Holmes is playing at 75-80% too. She's kind of gimping out there, and we need to get healthy. Bart is a little banged up too, and I don't know. You would suspect that Ellie should make some progress, and Katie, we're definitely, if we can get her off her feet through the weekend, maybe we can get her back in 90-95% instead of 75-80, and that'll help us certainly going into Tuesday.
Well, and another familiar foe, Portage, on Tuesday. This sectional gets into stretches, in some decades where you see the same teams over and over. Yeah. You've seen River Valley now 4 out of the last 5 years and won all those, and you had a classic with Portage a couple years ago up at Middleton, so there's a good history there too.
Yeah, there is. We made some great plays defensively to win that game, and we threw out some kids at the plate, I remember, and our catcher made a great play on their tough kid, and we just got bulldozed at home and hung onto the ball at home and stuff. There were some great plays in that game. It was like 9 or 10 innings?
Yeah, it was.
9 or 10 innings and won it late. So that was a great softball game, and I suspect we'll see another one here on Tuesday.
Well, we'll be